They say an army travels on its stomach. Well, what do you feed an army of demons who are determined to consume each other as well as anything that moves? I would like to introduce you to my little friend. Don't hiss at me, you little Sure, they don't lay eggs, but they're the fattiest meat you'll taste on this side of the abyss. Hey, that's for show, not... Damn, there goes another one. Welcome back to Compendium of Monsters. It's Abyssal Chicken Week. Before we continue, roast that subscribe button and season with your favorite garnishes. Not to be confused with bin chickens, Abyssal chickens are challenge level 1/4, and according to their description, they're finger-licking good! These tiny demons have an armor class of 13, average hit points of 10, a speed of 30 feet, a flying speed of 30 feet, and blind sight out to 30 feet, beyond which they are blind. Abyssal chickens understand Abyssal but can't speak. This is ridiculous, but fine. Whatever, wizards. As is typical of demons, Abyssal chickens have resistance to cold damage, fire damage, and lightning damage. They are immune to poison damage and becoming either poisoned or blinded. Since chickens are notorious for their migratory travel, Abyssal chickens have the bad flyer ability. Definitely more detriment than ability, Abyssal chickens who are still airborne by their own flying speed at the end of their turn come crashing to the ground. Abyssal chickens have a basic multi-attack that allows them to make 1 claw attack and 1 beak attack. The bite attack deals an average of 4 piercing damage, while the claws deal an average of 5 slashing damage. An average of 9 damage per round is ridiculously good for a challenge level 1/4 creature, but the Abyssal chicken pays for it by being a glass cannon. Abyssal chickens were created for a 5th edition module called Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus. I'm not sure if they're designed to be part of an Abyssal horde or not, because the Abyssal chicken's descriptive text talks about how they taste like fatty chicken. So these carnivorous motherfuckers have the temperament of a chihuahua, but live in the only place where their own kind probably considers them a delicacy. Some creatures get a rough break, but this is a pretty terrible fate, all things considered. If a player character had the desire to use an Abyssal chicken instead of a Raven Familiar, it turns out you can do just that. Make sure to check with your DM and get their approval before you send Captain Clucks out for reconnaissance. Abyssal chickens are decent fighters against low-level parties and can theoretically appear in groups of 10 to 20, but I think the best way to fight with Abyssal chickens is to have them suicide fly directly at hostile combatants. Because an Abyssal chicken can only fly 30 feet in a turn and must land or get hurt, it can spend that 30 feet flying directly at a target and potentially deal an average of 10 bludgeoning damage to the target and itself. Sure, it's a waste of a perfectly good Abyssal chicken, but I guarantee players and characters alike will groan every time they see an Abyssal chicken. If only Wizards was imaginative enough to let Abyssal chickens talk, because they would croak something like, "I'll kill myself and then you," as they dive bomb player characters. What a missed opportunity. As is typical with demons, Abyssal chickens respawn in the abyss after they are killed and can only be truly killed on the abyss. I suppose if you want to taste that fatty goodness, you best get ready to adventure to a place no one with a right mind would dare to go. If you invested in a cookbook written by people only vaguely familiar with cooking, you'll come across a recipe called fire-spiced Abyssal chicken kebabs. I'm not saying this wouldn't be a funny meal to serve after killing a group of Abyssal chickens, but I'm not saying it either. Anyways, what do you think of Abyssal chickens? Let me know in the comments below. A special thank you to my incredible patrons. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, share my video on your Twitter, Facebook, or other social medias, and make the leap to become one of my patrons on Patreon. I'll see you next time.